And I guess going with your stablemate, um, obviously nothing's official, and I know that Bud's been wanting to fight the Manny Pacquiao's and wanting to fight, your Olympic, also teammate at a point, Errol Spence, and all the guys over there. But there's been some rumors.
Shout out to Bud and Errol. I'm still, I'm rocking with him, boy. He's still my brother at the end of the day. Like, I don't get into the whole this side or that side. Shout out to Errol Spence. Shout out to Terence Crawford. Those are my brothers. I get to hit them up whenever, and they'll answer.
Yeah, and I'm sure you get tired of those. Like, who do you think will win? Like you and I think Hooker are the ones that always get the question amongst the
right.
And you guys like, no, I'm completely out of that. But seeing the fact that there's been talks, or I think Bomac mentioned that maybe a potential Crawford-Kell Brook fight may happen.
Right.
Seeing if that fight does materialize, how do you think that fight would play out?
I think Bud wins, and I like Kell Brook as a fighter. I think Kell hasn't been the same since, like I said, like those two wars, the Golovkin fight and the Errol fight. You know what I mean? And then people, it's like one of those things. Boxing crazy, bro. Like I feel like even I was rock with Bud, even if he didn't say he didn't have those wars there, but like with the fact, facts are facts. So it's like with those things, people are going to also try to put in. If they fight at 147, what they first thing gonna say if Bud walks through him? Oh, he was weight drained and things of that nature. Yeah. So you always gotta look at stuff like that too. But but if you ask me, I would need to see Bud and Shawn. You know what I mean? Because Shawn, like I said, Shawn gives everybody probably the toughest fight, man. I'm telling you, especially when it's like a high level fight.
Yeah.
Sean, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna bring the dog out. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to see Shawn Porter, Terence Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know it'll be an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? Shawn is always hungry, regardless of what you may think of him or say about him. Shawn, you know what I'm saying? He'll make you fight from bell to bell. So I would rather see that fight. But you know what I mean? So like I said, Kell Brook, and Bud is not a bad fight. But I think, like I said, I think a Porter Crawford fight would be a more exciting matchup.
And, and I know they spoke like their friends, and the situation from that point. Have you talked about like, hey, you should fight Porter, or have you guys ever talked about that in the camp?
No, not really. Like when it comes to like his matches and my matches, we really don't get involved like that. Like we'll speak about the whole dynamic of the weight class and everything, but like never go say like, bro, I think you better off fighting this one or that one. Like, nah, man, be like, cause like, especially you see with Bud, it's hard for him to get those fights that he wants anyway. So it's like, if it's a good fight available, bro, take that fight. You know what I mean? Take it. Same thing with me, man. It's a good fight available. Take that fight, man. Oh, that's a good look for you. It's a good matchup. But yeah, but like, I'm just speaking like from like a fan, as a fan. I would love to see a Crawford Porter fight, but. And I said, Kell Brook is not a bad name to add on the resume either. Kell Brook, especially if Kell Brook is the one calling for it as well. Kell Brook is called, told Bud to his face during the Wilder Fury second weigh-in day that he wanted to break the fight. So, Bud ain't going back down from nobody. So if you call him out, he's going to eventually answer the call.
And seeing that, the politics is always the brutal thing in the sport. And if, let's say that he gets the Kell Brook fight, or if that doesn't materialize, do you think it's like unfair or unrealistic, or do you think it'd be great for him to move to maybe 154 if by any chance like he can't get a 147? Is that like asking too much for him to?
You make it worth it in terms of you put a belt on the line up there, or you put some real cash in it. I know Bud, he'll jump to 54. He'll jump because I know that for a fact. Especially if it worth his time, he'll do it. Because he was debating on doing it anyway when he couldn't get the unification with the welterweight. So I know Bud would do it. But like I said, it has to be worth it. Something got to give.
And people, there's always this ongoing debate on who he's fought or who he was able to fight throughout his career. Right. Do you think if he won at 154 and won a title there, that it solidified that, whatever, criticism based off politics and fights and things, that that he's, the pound for pound or deserves an all-time great outside of, what he's already accomplished? Those criticism.
People will still have something to say. Like, at the end of the day, why these two fighters are still around, they're going to call for the, Bud Crawford, Errol Spence fight regardless. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially why these two fighters around now. Now, in Errol's situation, me personally, I would like to see him not, take a soft touch before that fight. And people will say we was being Danny Garcia, but you hear that Danny's his next fight. But not even Danny Garcia. I want to see Errol, just get in the ring and move around again make a voluntary defense somewhere or whatever, because he has 2 titles. Make a voluntary defense because I just want to see where he's at in terms of after the accident, because. It's another thing. If he fights Bud and Bud happens to beat him or whatever after this whole situation, people gonna easily blame it on the whole act. Errol wasn't the same after the accident. So I'd rather see, Errol at 100%, at his best. You know what I mean? And more importantly, since his health is, his health is great. Before Errol himself gets back into those those big global fights himself.
And seeing that the boxing game so well from politics in and out, I can't help to ask, but do you ever plan on getting into managing fighters or potentially working into a field like that?
I'm doing that now. I'm doing that now, man. Like none of that. It's none of that janky mess either. Like I put paperwork in for my for my management with my partner JC from out in LA. At Wildcard King on Instagram and Twitter, so hit him up. Fighters hit him up, especially when I get busy. But now, like that's what I'm like. I'm actually been since this whole coronavirus broke out, I've actually been focusing more on the fighters because luckily for me, I've been blessed enough to where before this whole thing broke out, I've gotten purses to keep to keep my family good financially for the time being. So for the most, but all the other fighters, they're not fighting for fucking 6-figure paydays and up. You know what I mean? So they be lucky they getting $15,000, but that's not gonna hold you up for so long. So my thing with JC has always been to we've been trying to, for the most part, looking out for the fighters more than anything. Making sure they're good financially and mentally more importantly. I'm working with female fighters, Makai Krep, who's a top amateur standout coming out the amateurs. She's looking forward to making her pro debut. I'm sitting down talking to my boy Shawn Simpson from Chicago. Shawn is a talented kid, talented dude. You know what I mean? But he doesn't have that huge backing behind him. So, when I came to the picture, I want to, try to get him out there to where one of these big promoters or even Al Heyman pick him up, to move his career further and such. Desmond Drummond, my boy out here from Cincinnati. He another one that I'm working with. I had him in camp. If you've been looking at my Instagram for the past couple of months, this thing pop up. I brought him in camp. Where now he has Bomac, Red Spikes, Saul Diggs, from the Crawford team. They're training him now. So my main, like I said, I'm just trying to just put fighters in the right place so they can shine and do their thing. I always felt like if I'm blessed enough, to be in a position where I have a voice and I can I can do things and I can make things happen for others. Why not help out? Why not help out others and see them do great in their career? And me, bro. I'm not that selfish fighter where I got to the top and I just forgot where I came from. I forgot everybody else around me. And I just turn my back on those who need me. So I'm like I said. So right now, my management first fight. Of course, that comes from a Marine Corps saying because the Marines are known to being the first to go to war. So. We named it First to Fight Management. So, but we're doing a lot of good things. And we actually, there's one name that's going to surprise a lot of people that you actually know personally that's been up there, but I can't ruin it until when this whole coronavirus thing blows over to make an announcement. But we basically got him locked in, and we're speaking with other promoters, with these big promoters, to get him these big fights. But it's crazy, man. I can't let the cat out of the bag. But yeah, man, like I've been busy, bro. Like I said, I'm not just focused on my own career. I'm doing things, setting up my career, at least for my career after boxing. So I preach a lot of that to other fighters as well, man. Like, don't just settle on just, doing your own thing with your own career. Now, man, you don't have to be management or promoted, but, start making plans to do things outside of boxing or after boxing. You know what I mean? And I'm still an active world champion, but there's nothing that says I can't start setting up for my career, for my future career at least. You know what I mean? And do other things.
No, I mean, if you look at it now, I think it's probably the most important time to have that realization.
Exactly.
If you can't get fights in, or you're knocking on an opportunity for a title, and nope.
Like, yeah, even though Christina Ponce and I, we got something that we're working on behind the scenes that we want to that we hope will get out there when everything gets cleared up, gets picked up. But like me and Christina, are working together to do something big. So like I'm trying to do more. Like if I got time on my hand, I'm going to, and if it makes sense, I'm going to at least try to do it. You know what I mean? So like I'm not just focusing on just with me getting back in the ring. Now I'm trying to make sure that other fighters are getting set up for fights and putting their foot in the door. And I'm working on other things with other partners behind the scenes as well.
And
shout out to Christina Ponce.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. I saw she did some with Shakur recently. So then maybe potentially we might see commentary. Maybe sneak.
That's everyone points that one out, man. Like, hey, I've been trying to do the commentating thing since I moved with PBC, man. I've been poking at them like, hey, man, let me try it one time. But like, I can sit there. Me, man. I got a voice for it. I got a personality for it. I can do the commentating thing as well. But like, that's always been one of the things I want to do. But right now, I'm just taking control of what I can and then just going from there.
Now, I have to ask you because it's, a lot of downtime amongst what goes on. I think you were doing the old school battle with you and Red. And was it you and Red and Crawford?
We were doing the old school challenge when we basically putting out throwback songs from way back. Yeah. We all got time. Hey, we do challenge every damn day.
You guys always have this competitive nature, so you guys just happen to just like, you know what, we're battling old school style. We got better jam. I think even I saw Berto maybe commented on something amongst you guys. It's just you guys can't let it go.
Man, I think that comes from Bud for sure, man. Bud's always been competitive, man. Like even when we play out, like our playlist in the gym for workouts, we always critique and criticize what this one's listened to, what that one listened to. And, Bud to me, like I said, he's the biggest hater on my music because he's not big on that New York scene. So I was telling him, man, you a hater, bro. But that's just how we are, man. But we always critique and like saying and questioning each other's decisions and shit like that.
So I have to ask then, have you gotten into that Call of Duty Warzone, or have you gotten into the
I ain't get into that. They get ugly with that, man. And like me, I prefer to play my video games solo because I don't feel like getting into that whole arguments and things like that. But I might jump in it next to him and Shakur, doing it. But other than that, I got downloaded it, but I still ain't get into it, man.
So what do you play on your downtime then?
Right now I'm over here waiting for Resident Evil 3 to come.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Tomorrow. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's what I'm talking about. I literally just downloaded it, so you can pre-download it.
Yeah, pre-download. Yeah, I got the timer already, man. So I'm waiting for midnight to come, but that's just me. I'd rather play games like that.
Okay, yeah, I think there's a mode where you can team up with people called Resistance.
Yeah, not mercenaries, but they took that out, but something else. But
Resistance, yeah.
Yeah, Resistance.
So I mean, maybe the fans or something. If you drop a gamer tag, they might want to.
That's young Grace today. If you're on the PlayStation, I don't do the Team Xbox. I got an Xbox, but I don't really play my Xbox One. But if you're on the PS4, just hit me up at Mel11Hova HOVA. On the PS4, but if you do happen to pop up on the Xbox One, I think my thing was Olympian boxing. All in one word, Olympian boxing.
Now, I appreciate the time. I obviously I could talk boxing for hours and hours and hours with you, and just tons of things I still want to ask you, in the future. So we can probably save it for the next time we chat up. But I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to give a message out to the fans and where they can follow you on social media.
Like I said, man, if you want to hit me up for any questions or just to talk boxing or whatever, man, just hit me up at Jamel Herring on Twitter and Instagram. But for most part, I just want to tell everybody, man, just stay cool and stay safe. Like I said, man, just as much as y'all irritated by this whole thing going on, we the fighters are irritated as well. But like I said, man, health comes first. So just to do what you're being told to do, man, and just take care of each other and take the time to spend with your family and make the most of it.
Well, I appreciate the time, champ, and definitely wish you to get back in the ring as soon as possible. Also, you and your family to be healthy. So,
same to you, man. Same to you. God bless.